And welcome back to the 2023 Octagon Mage Wars League. Today we have the final game of the semifinals. That's actually a weird way to say it. It's the game number 3 of a best of 3 in the semifinals between Sir Jason Crage and Enti. Today it's myself, Sharkbait, along with Zot. Say hi, Zot.
Hi, Zot.
All right. Anyway, so the first two games we saw Enti bring out the Druid, and we saw Jason bring out a Beastmaster and a Warlock. Both games were split between the two competitors, so this is the deciding match to see who goes to play Nabmaster in the finals. This should be a good one. Any commentary on what we have here? We have Enti in the top left playing the Beastmaster, and we've got Jason in the bottom right playing his Paladin. What can we expect from
Well,
this
the
match, you think?
Beastmaster, the Stray Wood, has the swarm effect with the low level 1 creatures. Um, the quality holy creatures out of the Paladin should be an interesting fight as long as he's able to deal with the swarm. But it could be a Beastmaster that's really more focused on big creatures. It's just hard to say. That's the nature of this game with the 120 spellbook points. Who knows what they're going to put in their decks?
Yep, that's one of the things that's fun about it is that everything has its own cost, but you can kind of get
Exactly.
trends from it, but that doesn't always necessarily mean you can't have
But
tricks
you
up your
can kind of
sleeve.
get a feel for it by based on the number of cards in the deck. So if the number's pretty high, 70 plus is fairly high, they're probably more in school than out.
Yep, that's true. All right, so we're getting into the first turn here. Done with planning.
Well, the Paladin probably won't move. He'll probably get out the Aaron.
Think
And
so?
there we go.
Think that'll happen
Yeah.
early? All right, so NT playing Falella has happened now 3 games out of 3 for
Mm-hmm.
for the semifinals here. Um,
Like maybe he just got tired of playing a druid. I don't know.
yeah, right, maybe. Just a different green mage instead.
So it'll be fellow with bears and more buffs.
Yeah, it's basically the same book without a tree, right? We don't know yet, but we'll see.
Much. We'll see.
Um,
It could be just bird form too. Oh,
nope,
he
yep, that's true.
does move.
Yep,
Interesting.
he's gonna move, and I'm
Forge.
betting that's a forge.
Yep.
And then I wouldn't be surprised to see like a brace yourself or a it's a shard. Okay, so it's a shard and
A shard
then
and a forge.
forge. Yeah. All
Mm.
right. And a mana lotus. Look at that. That's the same economy play he tends to play with the druid, just slightly different. Just slightly. Oh, it's a crusade banner.
Oh,
Ooh, that's
there
a
we
fun
go.
alternative here.
Yeah. So we'll see an Aaron and a messenger. Right.
Aaron and Messenger. It's relatively cheap. He's got 19 mana in his own mana pool. He's got uh,
Three on
yep,
that.
3 on that. So you're looking at 22 total mana between it. So you can get Aaron, and you can get Aaron and a Knight of Westlock if you want.
Yep.
Hell, you get Aaron and Allendale, couldn't you?
Allendale is.
He's like 15. Where is he 16?
He's 15.
Yeah. So technically, if you spent all your mana, you could afford that.
Yep.
Which may not necessarily be a bad play. I don't know if I do Allendale. I probably would do a
Yeah.
Knight of Westlock and an Aaron, excuse me. That leaves you about 4 mana to give yourself 2 enchantments or a leather and enchantment. I think that's
Or
a
regen on Aaron.
yeah. Yep. There you go. So like a regrowth on Aaron and a leather piece on your mage might not be a bad play there, depending on how you want to do that. So interesting.
And he's going to choose not to deploy this round. So he's going to bulk up his Paladin.
Yeah.
So
At least so far. Let's see what we got here.
probably the Radiant Breastplate and a buff.
I can see that.
Yeah,
The
enough
Radiant
for the
Breastplate's
sword
really
and
good in this one.
Yeah, Radiant Breastplate be my guess. You may go cheap and go leathers, and then a offensive enchantment, so
Yeah.
that he can get save some mana for the banner to get out something.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
All right. So Jason's going to pass and let NT do the first thing.
And there goes the enchantment on the Straywood.
It would be a good guess, I think. Let's see here. Oh, maybe not. Gonna go ahead and the Beastmaster's gonna cast a Pet Wolf first, whereas the Paladin will move up and add to the economy by playing a flower and the Hand of Bimshala. All
And
right.
is the offensive thing. So
Well, it does a little bit of everything, so I think it's a good play there
a little bit of
overall.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he needs the mana for some reason.
Yep.
Yeah.
Enti's down to 2 mana and is enchanting the pet wolf. All right. Interesting. It's been a while since I've seen anybody actually run a pet wolf. Like that used to be the standard, but now it's pretty rare. Maybe it's just got too basic and people didn't want to do it anymore.
Honestly, I like it's entertaining to pet asps.
Oh yeah. Pet the
In
ass,
your
pet the
zone, they're
snake.
attacking for 4 dice and
Yeah.
things like that. And they have a lot of hit points or a nuisance to kill.
Yeah, they're a real pain in the butt. And all right, we're looking at 5 mana now on the Crusade banner and 21 mana in Jason's pool, so 26 total. Yeah, you got to figure some decent sized dudes are coming out on that one.
Do you think a decent sized flyer, like maybe a Cassie,
Maybe.
to counter possible flyers?
You're talking about Cassandra, right?
Huh?
Talking about Cassandra?
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be interesting because that would cost him 13 from his pool, which would give him. Well, because she's 18, right? Is she 18 or 16? I can never remember.
16, I think.
Yeah. Either way,
I don't remember.
She's pretty expensive, so.
Yeah, it's a little salty. All right, probably not.
I don't know. I think it's still not a bad play here, actually, especially given the flying part of it.
Right.
The flying aspect. She's relatively tough if you don't have a lot of ways to deal with flyers.
Right. You do a Crusading Griffin for a lot cheaper.
I was thinking the Griffin would be a good play.
Well, then the messengers are also cheap.
Yeah, but messengers, when you're not damaged, don't seem to make a lot of sense to me.
No, they use it on Aaron.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Okay, that actually does make sense. I take everything I said back. Everything I said about you, I take back.
I only meant half the things I said.
Yeah, right. Only half.
So,
all right, so we are going to see deployment of the creatures this round.
So 21 mana with 6, is it on the
It's 5.
banner?
5 on the banner right now.
That channels 2. Oh, the mage probably took the other one.
So do you think that he's going to save enough mana to put a Forge down to replace the Crusade banner? We're about to find 2 Knights of Red Helm.
How incredibly interesting.
That's a fun one.
Interesting.
Let's get this to the right speed. That's a fun one. So there's 2 Knights of Red Helm, and that effectively cost him 11 mana from his pool to do so. So what he could do now is drop a Forge and put a Leather on, and then have the Shard still pumping out stuff for the Forge, while having 2 relatively strong level 2 creatures on the field. That the Timberwolf is going to take some extra damage if it gets into a tangle with these 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially with buffing from Hand of Imshallah, right? You can use it for healing, you could use it for the armor, you could use it for the melee. I would expect him to use it for melee, at least in the beginning. Lots of options there.
What's the enchantment for minor creatures that, it might not even be minor, it might be just a holy enchantment that gives the strongest attack ability again?
Knight's Courage, I
Paladin's
believe
Valor
it is.
or something?
Or is it
Knight's
Paladin's Valor or Knight's Courage? It's one of the 2. Either way, it gives...
Yeah, Knight's Courage probably.
Yeah, it gives melee +2 and piercing +1 to the effectively the same kind of thing, right? Whenever they attack the strongest, it gives them extra bonuses. So it's an interesting play to put on the Knight of the Red Helm, which already gets that buff.
Right.
And we're going to see a super enchanted
But he might,
wolf,
hold on, how much mana has he got left?
He's got 10.
He's got 10. Well, let's see, who's in it? He's going to drop a Ballista and probably a Leather.
Ballista's an interesting idea. I was thinking Forge, but it could be Ballista.
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a Forge, I guess. But a Ballista is also a good idea. I could see him taking a pot shot at the wolf on the way, kind of get the threat there to make him have to do something with the wolf.
Right.
Yeah.
Or maybe just take do I get lucky and kill Fella? Probably not. But
Every time I cast Philella, she never rolls the 6+. Every time I attack her, she rolls it every time. So it's hard to choose that one, right?
yeah, you would think Jason would be buffing up his mage here a little bit.
I could see at least a Leather coming out with the extra 2 mana that you're going to have from the 2 spells we were discussing. It might be that he spends 10 mana on something. I don't know. We're about to find out, though. Moves in. Gets an enchantment. All right. That's also within the realm of expectation there.
I'm going to guess that's Bear Strength.
I could see a Bear Strength there. Honestly, Brace Yourself wouldn't be out of place here either, especially early.
Yeah.
Armor added to the Paladin. Okay, yep, that makes sense just in case.
Yep.
in case one of those is a cheetah speed. It's the
or
only
even a lesser.
Oh
lesser
yeah, he's got a
teleport.
quick cast too. I guess he could do with that as well. Good point. Yeah, this would be fun to watch actually because the paladins are usually pretty good at spiking down buddies, but the pet wolf is actually a pretty tough buddy because it's got 13 life, 3 armor, minimum 5 dice
And
damage,
you
and yep,
called it
there's the
forge.
forge. Yep. Mostly because when he moved out, I kind of feared it would be because he wants to make use of this mana shard, and to make use of the mana shard, you need to be in that zone. So.
Yep. That makes sense.
Jason goes ahead and puts that down, and in order to keep up, also because that cloak is going to be really good, really useful. So that Pack Leader's Cowl
Yep.
is going to help Enti move forward while attacking with his wolf, but also being able to give his wolf the guard marker if he so choose.
And my guess is the Beastmaster is going to be pairing up and twinning with the wolf so that he gets the extra dice.
Yep,
so
and I bet there's a joint strength on that wolf too.
Joint strength.
Yeah, joint strength makes sense because that'll help keep some of the damage lower on the wolf. And yeah, that's a really good play here. I think it's going to be interesting, and I wouldn't be surprised to see it just continue to get buffed by Falella.
And here we go. That's going to be a big dude.
On 20 mana, maybe.
It could be either another wolf or, but more than likely, I'm going to guess.
A bear is an interesting one here. I don't know that I would.
The problem is he wants to reveal some of these.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to do the bear. I think he's going to do a smaller,
a
maybe a falcon as a support, and then use the rest of the mana on the attack.
Yep. Well, fella's going to be dropping a bear strength on the mage, so that'd be 3. Bear's joint strength is 1 on the wolf. That's 4. Or let's see, 5. Let's see, no, it costs 1 and 3. That's 4 plus 1 reveal for the joint strength. That's 5. Probably a bear strength on the wolf, so that's another 5. So that's 10 out of his 20. Leaves him quite a bit to do whatever. So just quick cast. What's he gonna?
Yeah, that's the question, I guess, right?
He's gonna spend 10 mana on that.
All right, and we see the first deployment we have is a Dawnbreaker Ring. So, yep.
That's probably a Hawkeye, and he's probably going to go with the Luminous Blast.
Yep, he's got a couple blasts you can definitely throw in the face.
He's probably no. It's probably a bear strength, and he's got the Paladin sword.
Yeah. Yep. Though he didn't challenge. How much mana has he got? He's sitting on 10 mana.
8 or 10. So yeah, the sword is.
Ooh, interesting. He's going without a sword.
So yeah.
Nope. He's gonna quick cast. It is the Hawkeye version. Okay. So he's gonna go. What's the unavoidable one?
Dazzle.
Yeah, Dazzle. He's gonna dazzle Falella.
I think Dazzle is unavoidable.
Yep.
Or is it?
It is unavoidable stagger, so it's gonna do 1, 2, 3 dice of damage and a stagger, possibly.
Yeah, it's not very beefy, but
it's not beefy, but I mean it's only 2 mana, so it's not a bad action there.
And it gets him out of range of the wolf attack.
Yeah. Gets him out of range of the wolf and the Beastmaster, unless the Beastmaster decides to force push the Paladin back, but we'll see here. I think they're having a little bit of issues with the automation on the Dazzle. There it is, and he rolls 5 damage. Oh man, almost kills.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, almost kills Falella with it.
Awesome.
Does get the 5 damage, and the stagger, which probably won't matter for Falella.
Not gonna attack.
It's rare that I see Falella actually attacking.
Gets the armor.
Yeah. Yep, he gets the armor from the Hand of Ibshalah, and Ball is now in the Beastmaster court.
Yep. And I would expect them to move left and go back to the starting zone.
You think so? Yeah, probably wouldn't go. Oh, you might be right here. Probably wouldn't go into the zone where these two could attack him. But we do see the bear come down. Good call on that one, Zod.
Right. Yeah, so he's gonna sit tight there with the wolf and guard.
Yeah. Yep. And probably enchant the bear twice. Once from Falella, once from the quick cast.
Yep. So he's gonna keep his page, the creatures for the moment.
So now, if you're the Knights of the Red Helm, do you just go charging in? Like, I think that's a bad play. Like, I don't know if I
you
would
don't go
sacrifice
charging in
them.
because you can't attack, and he'll have initiative next. So
Oh
no,
yeah,
you don't do that.
yeah. I think I would. I think I would
Stick
do
your
exactly
guard
that
right
and
where
just stay
they're at.
right there.
Yeah.
Let the paladin go ahead and armor up a bit and build up because the paladin can probably kill the bear in one turn given enough preparation. Um, I would probably challenge the bear, deploy a sword after you're already. I mean, I would armor up, deploy the sword, challenge the bear. That might be critical strike on him. I don't know. Like, there's all kinds of options, and Paladin has so many ways that are both in school cards and
A critical
relatively
strike
cheap.
would be a good one.
Yeah, to just nuke something.
I would bet it's not critical strike. I think it'd be bear.
I think Bear Strength would go first. You could critical strike after that and just have the Forge keep deploying stuff for you.
Right, because the critical strike only works once, while bear strength works for every attack that you might get, especially if you have the radiant breastplate on.
No, critical strike the enchantment, the one that gives you piercing 3.
Yeah, it's only for one attack.
Yeah, but the Bear Strength only one
I'm
attack
sorry,
as
it's
well.
the first attack, whereas the bear strength works for all your attacks.
I think you have that backwards.
Bear strength is 2 dice on every attack, so it's 1 less than the piercing.
Not on the double
And
strike.
the piercing 3 only works on 1 attack.
Yeah, it's not important right now. The Bear Strength works like it works on 1 attack as well per action.
No, here's the thing: if you're using the radiant breastplate, it's another.
Oh, that's
attack.
what you mean. Sorry, I was like, which attack are you talking about?
Yes.
But the piercing
Whereas
would
the
also
critical
work on
strike
that one.
only works once, period.
It doesn't. It works more than once in a round.
It does not,
Yeah, it does. Why wouldn't it?
because it says on the first attack.
I gotta look this up. However, in this case, we were right. I was wrong about the enchantment not being both on the grizzly, though. I kind of figured it would be.
Ah, okay. Well, that one's bear strength on the mage. So he's
I'd
got
be surprised if it
this.
wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah. And what's that on the bear? Maybe more bear strengths.
Yeah, I was
Why
saying
not?
it's a double bear strength kind of day.
1 is good. 3 must be a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah, there's probably 3 on the board now that we're thinking about it. There's probably a joint strength and a bear strength on that wolf. Although you may not need the
exactly.
you may not need the bear strength on the wolf.
Right.
You may be able to get away with
Finally,
that.
Jason's armoring up.
Yep.
Very good call.
We do have the radiant breastplate coming
He's
down.
going to need that.
Yep, that's gonna be important.
And how much mana has he got left?
He's got 12.
I'm going to guess he's got the sword in hand. 8 and
Maybe,
a reveal.
yeah.
Oh, there's rust. Okay.
Yeah, I probably would rust that as well. Yeah. Especially given how many. Well, Rust is actually technically out of school now.
Right. But it's still there. So.
At this one, it's kind of like whoever
so-
blinks first, right? Who makes the first attempt at an attack?
And here we go. Is he going to save the mana and just guard?
Nope. Gonna go dazzle it.
Oh, yeah, another
Give her the
dazzle.
old razzle dazzle.
Yeah, get rid of that thing.
Yep. 2
There you
mana
go.
there,
Goodbye.
2 mana for a guard afterwards, so 4
Yep.
total mana. That's not terrible. And then
Nope.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the sword come down. You're right.
Yep.
Yep. And Falella takes another 5 damage and disintegrates.
Yay. All right. Good call. Get rid of that stupid thing.
Yep, that was a good play, I think. And
How much
then
mana has he got left?
he's got 10 mana. I probably would have guarded if I was him. I don't see him doing that. There it is.
There it is, and then he'll probably cast the quick cast the.
I would quick cast the sword.
Yep.
No, he's not
Because you
doing
might
it.
get attacked here shortly.
Yeah, he's not doing it though. Maybe he brought something else. He's playing mind
maybe.
games. Uh oh. The Grizzlies about to have a field day here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now you wish you had your sword out, don't you?
Right, and
All
then
right.
we're about to see a rust, and we're gonna see a bear strength, I think, get revealed, as well as a bear strength on the paladin.
Well, he might be saving up for an eye for an eye.
That's an interesting point. I didn't think of that. You don't need to save up. It's only 2 mana, I think, to reveal, or I think it's a force reveal at 2 mana now.
Is. But it's probably not.
Yeah. All right. What's going on here? We got the force push, and now we're building up dramatic tension. There it is. It's the wolf. Revealing joint strength, just like we kind of figured it might be.
Yep.
So the wolf is going to get 7 dice.
5, 6, 7 dice.
7 dice. Let's see if he rolls all crits. He may not even need to reveal the the rust that's on there. He attacks the paladin with bite. What a great name for an attack. Just bite him.
Mm-hmm. I like femur.
Yeah, from the skeleton.
And it's not just femur; it's femur with an exclamation point.
That's fair. You have to yell it every time you say it. It looks like 5 damage rolled, and there's the rust. So 4 damage, will go down because of the Hand of Imshalab and the armor on. So 4 damage there, and the counter strike will happen with a basic melee attack. Do we see the bear strength? This might be why he didn't cast the sword. No bear strength. Rolls all blanks. Oof. That's a rough one. He just kind of slaps the wolf in the face.
Right.
Okay, I expected bear strength from there, so that's got me all out of sorts there.
Yeah.
The bear's now going to roll 7 more dice. That's 14.
Here's divine intervention. No.
Yeah. 7 more damage gets rolled. This one has a piercing 1, so 7 should go down. Puts the paladin in the danger zone. Not quite danger zone. 1/3 life is when you really want to start thinking about healing. So,
Right, which he's really close to.
yeah, he's about 1/3 of the way through his life now, and if the Beastmaster doesn't punch him, I'll be surprised.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm guessing another punch right here.
He's got, how much mana has he got? 2? Yeah, he could do a Wolf Fury reveal here.
He could. 4 damage on the dice should show 3 damage getting through. So a total of 14 damage getting put down onto the Paladin. Ugh, I can't speak tonight apparently.
Yep.
And it's not looking like a good spot for Jason's Paladin at the moment. That doesn't mean he can't recover, but not really looking all that pretty yet. And there it is. Okay, we have a ballista.
Yep, that makes sense. I didn't look at initiative or anything.
Yep,
Yeah, I should have known better.
I didn't think of that either.
Because he'll deploy the sword next.
I would certainly hope so. That or armor. I don't know. He's going to have to do something.
Get rid of the rust. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to have to find a way.
With Fella being gone, that's going to at least help out a lot.
Yeah, I would think so. And then he can move his dudes in and do some guarding, do some attacking. It might be worth an acid ball. Nah, probably not.
He needs
probably not
to get rid of the rust. Because right now he's naked and he's facing down some really big beaters.
Yep, I'm thinking he wants to ace the bear down pretty quick too, though.
Yeah, so he's going to deploy his sword. How much does that leave him?
Sorry, ace the wolf down. Excuse me. So the sword costs 8. Yeah, so 6 will be for that.
So that leaves him 5 mana?
It does. Maybe
5 mana leaves enough. He's got
Dispel the Rust.
Reveal. Yeah, Dispel the Rust rather than reveal a enchantment.
Yeah, I think that's a better way to do it. Because then you can put yourself into 3 armor with the Hand of Imshalab.
Right. Uh-oh.
Well, we know he comes back. Spoiler alert. I don't know how long this one lasts, but he will be back. Yeah. So
now, this is an interesting game, but the Beastmaster has things well in hand. The Knights of the Red Helm are pretty awesome.
Yeah.
They're going to start wreaking some havoc, but
I certainly hope so.
Squishy themselves.
Yeah, it's an interesting spot to be in. The Paladin can the Paladin can definitely swing the advantage back to him by killing one of the 2 creatures. The issue is it's not a guarantee to kill them, right? It's really not easy. Especially given the mana limitations, and if he's going to play the sword out there, he really is going to have a tough time doing that.
Right. Could be a Vorpal sword.
Vorpal sword would be a much cheaper way to do it, but he does deploy armor instead. Okay, I think that's a good play.
Not bad.
Yeah,
not terrible.
It's cheap. Keeps him with 11 mana. Still, he can dispel and do something else.
Yeah, the 5 mana that he could do a luminous blast.
Sure. Yeah, lots of options there. I'm surprised that we didn't see the challenge go down. Granted, these two are pretty big beefy dudes that would love the reroll, so I could see why not. But
And they
You
both
kind
have
of want
hidden
it yourself.
enchantments.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You kind of want it yourself too, though. All right, we have a quick cat. Ooh, he puts another wall down. That ballista's not going to help any.
Yeah. Is
Woof.
that a wall of thorns
It's
or
a
is that
wall
a
of
wall
bones.
of bones?
I
Blocks
do
line of
love.
sight and passive.
I love the wall of bones, partially because I play dark mages all the time, but also because 12 life is really
It's
tough for a
hard to
wall.
deal with.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a lot of life. Oof, that's a tough one to. That's a tough spot to be in again for the paladin. And because this is zone exclusive, he wasn't able to put that over here. So no matter where the paladin played the ballista, it was going to be blockable by a wall.
But it might have been good to have his Knights of the Red Helm split up too.
Yeah, that's a fair
There's a
point.
rust.
But at this point, both the knights can knock down or help knock down the wall, at least attempt it, right? So he's gonna go here. He's got 9, and he's gonna shoot something at the wolf with a dazzle. Okay, he's giving the old razzle dazzle still. Lots of dazzles around. It's all cheap mana actions that he can make work, and that is going to be a stagger, so that will help at least mitigate a little bit of the damage. And
Nice.
and if Enti wants, if he doesn't force push him back in, if he wants to go attack, he's going to be vulnerable to this ballista now. So that was a pretty good play, I think, by the paladin, by Jason.
Agreed. Spend mana to go on guard. It doesn't make sense too because he's only doing 3 dice, right?
Oh, that's an interesting play.
Oh,
Wow.
they love each other.
The bear's in love with the paladin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay, that's a good way to do
Can
it.
it go on the paladin?
Yeah.
Against a creature with a love.
Yep. So puts the love token.
A friendly creature.
Yep. Love token on the paladin.
Aww.
That's
Aww.
adorable.
Yeah.
This
That
rust
is
is still here,
adorable.
unfortunately. So I mean, this is a good play to mitigate a lot of dice. And given that I think Dazzle staggered the wolf, I think it's a similar situation. I think because Dazzle didn't automate properly, they didn't do the join strength thing, but that's okay. That's not a huge deal. It's 1 damage to Enti instead of the wolf. But so he's looking at only 5 damage if the Beastmaster goes in first. Or sorry, 5 dice, excuse me. Which leaves the Beastmaster vulnerable to getting shot, right? So, okay. The positioning game is still an interesting one here. It's nobody's got a clear advantage at the moment, I don't think.
I think the Beastmaster does, only because Jason's got a lot of damage on him.
Sorry, I meant for the positioning of this particular turn. You're right. The damage does favor the Beastmaster. I think that...
But if he can get past and get the damage back down, then he's only got 2 creatures, which are not quite comparing up to the buffed up bear and pet wolf.
Yeah, he does need to get
a ballista, which is pretty strong.
He just needs to get his paladin buffed up a bunch, right? Like get the preparation finished there, and paladin can start wrecking things. Yeah,
he needs to do that, but he might need some more help with some dudes. He's mana constrained. So,
a little bit, yeah. A little bit.
That's why I thought it might be cool to have something where you can reclaim your banner for some amount of valor, give the valor another use.
Yeah, it's a little late, but it's an interesting idea.
5 valor or 3 valor or whatever.
Yeah, that could have been cool. All right, we see the Beastmaster move in. He is going to move in first, and probably there it is. Just punch him. He's going for the face.
Yep.
And I see Divine Protection. Divine Protection gets revealed, which is another good spell there. It's reduces.
Really great spell.
Yeah, reduces the dice even more that are coming in with the Aegis trait. So total of 2 damage he's put down on the Paladin. That's really not that bad.
Well, the Paladin cast that early, right? So facing a Straywood, that Divine Protection in general is a really good call because you're more likely to face swarms, whereas that isn't the case here. But in general, you're probably going to face swarms a lot more creatures than 2.
Yep.
So
and even then, 2 or 3, like 2 or 3 creatures is more than enough to get value out of Divine Protection.
Right.
Like it's a 6 mana really total to block even like 4 dice is a good one.
Yep. And misjudged Jason with the defensive play instead of the offensive play.
Yep. And now Enti gets to choose. Does he want to put his creatures in a vulnerable spot to get shot by a ballista, or does he just want to say screw it? Or does he not want to say screw it and hide behind the wall? I would expect an attack, because I think keeping the pressure up is the right play here, but it's not an easy. It's not a clear one way or the other for me, I don't think.
Well, if he wants to just force the dice and just do a bunch more dice, this is a good round to do it.
Take a card out of Jason's book, actually.
Yep. And here's what, 7 dice again?
So he's just going to move in. Interesting. Yeah.
Oh, he didn't attack?
No attack. I think I probably would have attacked regardless. I don't know why he didn't do that.
Because the bear can't attack. That's why.
No, that wasn't the bear. That was the Timberwolf.
I know, but that all right, so I'm surprised he's not attacking.
Yeah, I'm not really sure I understand why the wolf didn't attack. That's an interesting one.
Are they debating anything over here?
I mean, I can't. He still would have rolled 5 dice, which 5 dice against 1 armor effectively. That could have been worth something.
Right. He didn't even guard.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if he just wanted the. Yeah, I don't know. Wonder if he wanted them to not be targeted, or if he wanted the Timberwolf to be targeted. Maybe I'm not even sure. Oof, that's a rough roll. 2 total damage going down on the Timberwolf from the. Yeah.
He can come in with the bear and guard.
Huh. Joint strength didn't work correctly on that one. Oh well. Sorry. Yeah. So he gets 1 damage from that. That sucks.
Right.
I'll have to go fix joint strength someday. And then the bear comes in and guards. Yep, that's a good play, I think.
Yep.
And even this still gives Jason time to recover and prepare the Paladin. Basically, just prepare the Paladin. At this point, why not deploy a Witchwood Ironvine, which gives you another armor. So you're sitting on 2 on top of the rest, right? So it'll also give you a regen on top of possibly using the Hand of Imshalot for such a task.
Right.
So there's definitely counter.
He needs to mitigate some of this damage because he's close to half dead.
Yeah, he needs to start doing that, as well as start attacking, as well as he's got a lot of things he needs to do, right?
Those were good ideas.
Yeah, I think so.
These 2 Knights of the Red Helm, considering they haven't really done much, he might have been able to get out 2 bigger creatures.
Well, he didn't know he was going to get put into a position where he couldn't use them, so I think at the time it was the right call.
Yeah. And they're really good creatures, especially in this kind of a matchup.
Yep, I agree. The bear is going to be scary, though.
Yeah.
Going to have to find a way to deal with the bear without losing your 2 creatures in the process.
Yep. And the bear's guarding currently.
That's what I mean. The bear's guarding, and I'm betting that's a bear strength on it. So you're looking at 7 dice coming back on these guys with a piercing 1. That's basically going to kill them.
Yeah, so I'm going to guess something like a Luminous Blast or a Surging Wave, something to get a daze onto the bear.
Yeah.
But would that break the Song of Love? Can you attack him back?
It does not say. So they love him enough to be.
Like a melee attack.
Yeah, they can be stabbed by the thing that's got the love token.
Oh, I love you no matter what you do to me.
Yep, pretty much.
Right.
Excuse me. And we see the spike buckler come down. Okay, that's a cool play too. I do like that as well.
Yep. It's a little bad against the nature mage because of the tangle vines, because then you're -2 on the roll.
Yeah, maybe, but it's another defensive play here that I think that can also be doubling as an offensive play. Like there's options.
It absolutely, it's very good.
Yeah.
So it can be also used as an attack bar for your mage too.
Yep.
3 dice piercing 1.
You're right about that. I bet we see. Oh, it is Luminous Blast. I thought another Dazzle was coming down, but a Luminous Blast coming down. So 7 dice.
Yeah, he needs to get some dazes or stuns.
That's a heck of a roll. We're looking at 7 damage and a daze. I forgot that
and
one goes
to the on the mage.
Yeah, well, 7 got to the 8 total. 7 of it went to the wolf. 1 went to the Beastmaster, and a daze. The daze is pretty important there too.
Yep.
That's probably at least somewhat of a relief for Jason.
And Jason's out of mana, so he's going to be attacking.
Yep. That would be
Or
my
guarding.
guess. Attacking or guarding.
Yeah.
It is Enti's action, though.
Yeah.
Is there a reason not to just attack with the wolf? Like, make an attempt at it?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, I can't think of a reason not to either.
I mean, if he's trying to get the mage focused down a little bit, then he needs to do it. The Song of Love might just get dispelled, and then the bear goes rawr.
That's a possibility as well. Yeah. It's a tough thing. If you're not going to dispel it, I think I would attack.
He's got 14.
He's got 14. He's got enough.
Yeah.
So he's going to enchant the Timberwolf.
Okay.
And then the Timberwolf will do a thing. I think he just attacked at this point, right?
Galvanize.
Oh, that's a good point. That might be a Galvanize. Good call. That is a Galvanize. So the daze goes away, and suddenly this wolf is now going to attack for, 8 dice? Ugh. Yep. That's going to be rough. I better hope that... better hope the buckler works.
And that's right. Okay, so they're just now into action phases.
Yeah.
Okay. And Enti correctly predicting the Luminous Blast possibility.
Yep. And the buckler did not work, and 9 damage gets put down on the Paladin. That is not a good spot to be in.
2/3 dead. Yeah.
Oh, that's a rough one. Oh, and Sanguine Thirst gets revealed. Oof. That is, yeah, it's really good on a pet wolf. That's really good. Because that is 3 total mana? Yeah, 3 mana for that spell is insane. That's really good. Yep. Which would heal 5 damage off the wolf?
Yes.
That's a really good one there. It went from looking really good to really bad really quickly. Oh no. And the Paladin's going to go ahead and punch the bear. Oh, that makes sense, because the bear can't attack back. I was like, what? What is happening? 2 critical damage goes down. Does this knock off the guard? I assume it might?
Yes, because he can't counterstrike because of the Song of Love.
Right, but I didn't know if it meant that the guard went away, or if the guard stays because he can't counterstrike.
Nope. He got attacked, so he has to lose it with a melee attack.
Okay, that's good to know.
And he's doing that so these Knights of the Red Helm can come in and start doing their thing.
Yep. And I still would bet that Enti guards with the bear.
Yep. And healing his mage.
Yep. Gonna heal the mage. Which makes sense. I think I'd have considered armor, but it would have been roughly the same either way. Jason does have initiative next turn, so he could find a way to heal.
Right.
That is a possibility as well. So it's not all too bleak just yet. The bear goes back on guard, and the red helms come in.
And this is the strongest creature.
And we're looking at
5 dice.
Yep, only 1 damage gets through though. We're looking at 2 blanks and 2 regular ones. Excuse me.
Ouch.
And the bear.
And Jason doesn't have enough to reveal anything. Is there? Oh, he's only got the Song of Love on him anyway.
Yep, only Song of Love. So everything seems to be running real slow today. Yep, so we get the Steel Claw attacking with claws. And the bear strength does get revealed. All right. 8 damage rolled. Ouch, 6 of it getting through. Yeah, these guys aren't very... The issue with these guys is they don't have a whole heck of a lot of life.
Right. Like I said, bear strength's for everybody.
Yeah.
And here comes another bear strength.
Yep. Yep, and he just knocks him out in a round.
Yep.
That's...
Yeah, he didn't reveal.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a rough one. Then he has he's going to spread the damage out. That makes sense. That's going to be really tough to attack into. So one of the things for those watching what that's happening is that due to this cloak, the Beastmaster is able to put the Timberwolf on guard, which then splits the damage off of the bear, and it splits it between them, which makes it much harder to kill either of them, as opposed to being able to focus down a target.
That's why he didn't reveal the bear strength on the mage.
Yeah.
Because he only had 4 mana.
Yep. It's a very good play by the Beastmaster there.
Yep. That's why he put the cowl in his book.
Yep. It's a fantastic spell, actually. It's only
Yep.
level 2, yeah. It gives you an armor.
Yeah, it takes up 2 slots still.
Yeah, but those are 2 slots that nature mages
Mhm.
don't tend to use too much. We do have more leather coming down for the Paladin, so the Paladin now is at 2 armor if you include the rust. It would be 4 without it. The Beastmaster is going to... Oh, no.
Ouch.
It's not a good spot to be fighting in. Elephant
Nope.
Grass there is going to make it so that attacks against the animals is less effective.
And obscured.
And obscured, so the Ballista can't do anything. Yeah. That's a good play by the Beastmaster.
Yep. Now he has to use a ballista against the
Yeah, maybe
elephant grass if
use
he
it
wants
against
to
the
bother.
grass. Yeah. Oof. This Beastmaster's putting on a clinic. It's a well-played, well-designed strategy that is synergizing very well.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean the Paladin's out of it, though.
No.
But thus far it is done. It has been very much Beastmaster making great plays to deal with a lot of the Paladin's threats.
Right.
I'm trying to see, does this need to target? So he can still technically heal from Hand of Imshal. You don't need to target anything.
Right.
And that's what he does. The Paladin's... Yep. I think that's the right play. I think moving out of that zone is a good idea. And we got a minor heal. Heals it by 6. Okay. It's a little less dire at this point, so that's good.
Yep. That's pretty strong. And then use the... is he going to get another armor?
No, but he's about to get his knight mauled. 9 dice is going to hurt.
Right.
Yeah, that's going to kill. Oh, he's got 1 left. I'm wrong. Oof. Does 5 damage total? Sorry, 4 damage back? Oh, he rolled too many dice. Oh, no. Yeah, the elephant grass. That does not automate. Sorry, guys.
Yep, it's like, if you want to attack me, come out of that grass.
Yep. Might as well make him do it. Though I think at this point the Beastmaster's like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
If I'm the Beastmaster, I think I move my mage out first and go punch the Knight of the Red Helm.
He's down to 16, so he's less than half now. And he's still got the buckler.
Yeah, but if I'm the Beastmaster, I go punch the Knight out of the way and then let the wolf come hit the mage.
Mm-hmm. Yep, here it comes.
Because actually, I don't think the Ballista can shoot right now because he doesn't have priority anywhere.
Correct.
Yep. The Knight of the Red Helm gets knocked out, and we're going to see the wolf come in and attack the Paladin.
Oh, yeah. Or was it 9 dice?
I believe it is 9, yeah. Defense attempt succeeds, though. The buckler comes into play. Look at that.
So he attacks him back for 3 dice?
Yep.
Piercing 1?
It does not automate, so you'll have to do that. 3 dice, piercing 1. And we're looking at a rough roll there, too. 2 normal damage.
Bad.
That means I don't think anything goes through, actually, due to there still being 2 armor.
Right.
Paladin's got a quick cast.
Since he doesn't have a lot of offense, that's why he's not doing the challenges.
Yep, that makes sense. I think still, at some point, getting rid of the rust is a good idea. There's probably more of them, but it's a good idea to get rid of the rust. Put yourself up to 4 armor.
Right, but at least your fellow isn't out there casting them.
Yeah. It might be worth saving up to get a big buddy, too. I don't know. It's tough. Luminous Blast here for quite a bit of damage, though. So we're looking at, what, 5, I think? So 5, and then 4 will hit the... 4 will go to the wolf, and 1 go to the mage.
And that might even be a regrowth on the...
That's an interesting point. It might be. He's had no reason to reveal it yet, so...
Right.
It might be. Yep, 4 and 1. It's another daze again. He's got a chance to kill it. He only needs to do 6. I say only as if that's not a lot, but...
I believe the Song of Love is now gone, isn't it?
Yes, it is. The song is no longer being sung.
Right. And we might see that happen again.
Yeah, I wonder how many of those he packs. It is in school, and it's only level 1, so that's not too many.
How many points does the wolf have?
The wolf has 13.
Okay, so he's half dead. All right.
Yeah. So we see the regrowth belt go down for the paladin. I think that's a great play as well. 8 mana left. I still would dispel the rust. Yep. There's the heal. Only heals 3. Not a great roll by Enti there for the Beastmaster, but
And Sir Jason has 8 mana.
yep. Does he go offense or defense? Is the question. My personal opinion, I think I would dispel the rust, but I don't know.
I agree.
Yeah. Apparently he's not doing that either though, because I would do that right now. Yep. Save the wolf from getting hit by the ballista, as well as doing
8 dice.
Should be 8 dice. Yeah. Oh, dazed too much. It missed. Let's see what Jason does then.
Try to work the bear over or the...
I don't know. Force push, bring the wolf back, and shoot it and punch it might be enough to kill it.
Yeah.
You know, because he's got, maybe he needs more dice. I guess he doesn't have that much dice. It'd be at, 4? So it'd be 9 total dice. It could be done.
He's going to punch it and then blast it.
I would hope he's going to blast something with the ballista still. Oof. The rolls have not been really good for the paladin on this one. That's another 3 normal damage. I think 1 gets through, so it's going to go to the mage.
A lot of blank. No crits.
Yeah. And a luminous blast. Okay. Yep. Might as well just keep throwing that because that's been working.
Ugh,
6 damage isn't terrible on 7 dice. It's not great, but it's not terrible.
It looked like a 3 blanks. Oh.
Yep. Should that have been only 2? 2, 4? Oh, he's got that much armor. I forgot he had that much armor. Yeah, he's got 3 armor. Yeah. Not the best. He's gonna shoot the mage. Okay. Well,
Have they been taking good care of the joint strength here?
Yeah, they have been. So 4 more damage on 9 to 16 isn't terrible. It's just the rest of the the rest of this board state is not looking very good for the paladin. So I mean, if you're Enti at this point, right, there's the regrowth. Okay, you're right. Do you just spend your 6 mana on a teleport and move the grizzly? That's what I would think. No. I don't know. I think I'd consider it, but
no. You've got the game well in hand at this point. No need to. You might need it later.
Yep.
It's another item off of the before it goes away. Good.
Yeah, it's not technically dead yet, but I mean, at this point, this Beastmaster could just punch it.
Right.
Finish off the Battleforge. I still think getting rid of the rust is a good play.
Oh yeah.
I understand the desire to.
He might be able to stabilize if he can get enough protections.
Yeah.
He might be able to.
I don't know. It's tough to predict some of it because you need offense as well.
Right. I think for offense, I think I'd produce the. Is that a Meridian Shrine?
Yep, Meridian's blessing just came down. Yeah.
Yep. Ugh. That's gonna keep it better alive.
It's gonna keep he's got enough damage protection for all of his stuff. That's gonna be a little rough.
Yeah, I think I'd deploy a Vorpal Blade.
Yeah.
Offense.
I think a Vorpal Blade here would be good.
Dispel the rust.
Either Dispel the Rust or cast Bear Strength. Either of those I think is acceptable. Whichever one you don't do, you either add melee from the hand or you add armor. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep. How much mana has he got?
He's got 12, so he can deploy a Vorpal for 3.
3 mana, 9.
Yeah, so he's got 3 mana remaining after that. I think Vorpal and Bear Strength and then armor from the Bimshala, which gives him 3 armor total, on top of having the Buckler here. I think that's the play. That's the play I would do. I don't know what he's going to do, but that's a good play, I think.
He's got to get rid of these threats. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Tough if you don't do that. Oh,
Oh no.
there's Enti. He'll be back.
Yep. Been an interesting game. The Knights of the Red Helm generally shine a little bit better than they do.
Yeah, they tend to be a little better though. Enti did a good job dispatching them, so.
Yeah. He's a good player, so, and they both are, of course. Okay, he went with the Paladin sword. Not a terrible call because he can get some dazes and
Yep.
stuns, right?
Plenty of
He get
options
dazes,
there.
or is it stuns and or dazes and burns, or
Daze and burn.
and then a stun? Nope, just daze.
Nope,
Okay.
just daze and burn.
Yep.
That's
Okay.
still quite a few dice. So yeah, at this point, maybe if you're gonna do the sword, quick cast the dispel. I would dispel the rust, and then use Bimshala for the melee, and you're rolling what, 6 dice?
Mhm.
That's not bad.
Actually,
Say again.
it'd be 5, wouldn't it?
5 plus the 1 for the ring, so
Oh, you're right.
4
Yep,
ring
yep.
and Bimshala.
Okay,
Also,
this
how does nobody run purge against against NT?
Right. Still costs 12 that he doesn't have. So
It doesn't this round, yeah. I know. There's so many things that you need to take care of, so many threats on the board, and so many things that NT's just got control of. It's hard to prioritize. I think. I think the priority should be to eliminate one of these two. I would err towards the wolf, or I would lean towards the wolf, but that's going to be tough to do.
Because it's more bulked up than one.
Exactly. That's the big reason I would do that. All right.
Good to get the fight out of the ballista zone at some point too.
That'd be good. He's going to go just straight for the attack, though. Luminous Blast into it. Galvanize. Rolls a bunch of damage. 3 armor on his up, so... Oof. Gator Toughness shows up. Yep. Armor and life, so... The the life total is 15 for that wolf. Takes 3 points of damage. 1 point goes to the mage. Yikes.
Yeah, he's just getting a lot of bad rolls here.
It wasn't even a bad roll on that one. It's just that is a tough wolf now. It's got 4 armor.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but the bad rolls don't cover it all. That's for sure.
Fair.
He's playing really good.
Yeah, he's gonna move over and guard
and try to draw the battle towards himself rather than in the ballista zone.
Yeah, it's the only real option he's got. Oh look, here's each round. Yeah.
No, hold on. The pit. What was it? Critical strike. Where was that?
He discarded it. So.
Okay, and
yep. First round.
First melee attack.
Yep.
There it is.
You are correct, sir.
Good spell.
It is pretty good still.
He discard it?
He discarded it for some reason. I didn't see why. I just saw it in the thing and figured we look it up. So the Battle Forge does take a damage and it's down now. Jason also healed himself for 1, so that's good. The Ballista is now taking, let's see, enough damage to die. Dang, that was a big roll from the wolf. But Ballista down, Forge down. Paladin can still swing this.
It's a matter of time now.
Paladin can still swing this. It can be done. It's just
he'll have to try to focus down. He's got to get rid of one of these creatures.
Yeah.
And then try to get the mage, which is going to be difficult.
It's not going to be easy, that's for sure. He has to take care of one of the creatures. It can't. He can't.
And if
he
he
can't
goes after the wolf, at least some of the damage is going onto the mage.
Right. Which is both good and bad. Like the wolf has 10 life remaining. The bear has 12 life remaining. It might actually be easier to kill the bear at this point, so I would consider that.
Yeah, but the wolf is doing more dice. So
I know.
But that's about the same, isn't it?
They're close. Wolf, when out of the Beastmaster zone, does 4, 5,
8.
6, 7. I count 7. Right? Did I count that wrong? Yeah, 7 dice from the wolf out of the Beastmaster zone, and it's vampiric. So I think that this 5 won't be there very long, unless you get a counter strike with the spike buckler. So if the wolf comes in and you actually happen to counter, then I would spike him down. Otherwise, I'd probably target the bear. But targeting priority here is not exactly easy either.
Right.
Honestly, Enti could just back off.
Yeah,
Enti could just back off and build board state if he wanted to.
Yeah, but you give the Paladin a chance to... Oh, you're talking about with the mage and leave those 2 guys just go off?
Yeah. He could just start knocking these things out.
Yeah. I don't think he'll do that.
I don't think he will either. I'm just saying he probably could. Jason puts an enchantment on himself. That's interesting.
That might be the eye for eye.
Eye for eye is an interesting thought. Other one could be Rhino Hide to offset the rust.
Right, could be.
Ooh, the Tangle Vine comes down, so that makes it tougher for the buckler to work.
Yep. Now it's a 10 up instead of an 8 up.
Which is what, 25%? That's not bad. It's not great, but it's not that bad. It's not what you want when you're relying on it, but it's not bad otherwise.
Right.
Jason's going to go ahead and pass, and one of these two has to go in and attack. You might as well just go in and eat the attack, right?
Yeah, it'll be the bear first.
I would think so. Either way, Jason's going to get to attack both. Probably twice.
Not spend the 2 mana to put the wolf on guard.
Well, Jason's not going to really move in there.
I can't because of the Tangle Vine.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I wouldn't spend it either on that.
Yeah, it just blended into the background.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now Enti gets to choose. It is a little dicey here just because of the potential for getting attacked twice by the Paladin. So I do get that. But I think you keep the pressure on. I don't know. 11 damage isn't actually as bad as it seemed earlier.
Right.
But the board state still pretty heavily favors the Beastmaster, I think. Until the Paladin can knock something out. Alright, and we see the Wolf Guard, which gives the Paladin a chance to enchant himself. Okay, so instead of going in and keeping the pressure on, Enti decides to keep it safe. Jason heals up one more. I mean, he's almost got it recovered at this point, right? He'll be down to 8 in the upkeep if nothing else happens. That's not bad. Not nearly as bad as it was earlier.
Right. Got the down 6 points.
Yeah. Okay, dissolving a ring. That's interesting.
Wow.
Well, it's something. A little less dice being thrown around now. Although I wouldn't be surprised if one of those is a bear strength. One of the 2 enchantments that just got put down. We'll see though. So the bear is gonna move in with the bear strength. So we got 7. He's gonna guard. What? Okay. I guess it's an option. And that's it for this round. Okay.
All right.
Not what I expected. I kind of figured there'd be more attacking there, but Enti uses the Meridia's Blessing to remove 2 damage from the bear, which has now also received its Divine Challenge by the Paladin, who has initiative. Interesting. So, yeah, we're going to see where this goes. I'm going to speed up the planning a little bit, too, and get through the upkeep. So, Zot, you are now Jason in this situation. What do you do?
Let's see here. Bear's going to be hard to kill. The Beastmaster will be in there with the wolf. I think the wolf is the problem.
Could be. Could be. I can see that. I don't know how you deal with it before the bear at this point, because you can just keep the wolf safe, but we're going to see.
Right.
All right. Oh, boy. I bet Jason's going for a smite. Oh, there's critical strike. And there's bear strength. And this is going to hurt something.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Luminous blast first, probably. Yeah. Lead with the blast. Why not?
Yep.
And then put yourself back on guard afterward. Not bad. Not bad. We're looking at 3 damage and daze.
3 damage is not much.
Well, it's 2 damage and a daze now. Brace yourself gets revealed on the bear. So that's going to be a bit tough. But he's got to go for it.
He's got a challenge on it, so...
I don't think he's going to get the kill in one shot, though. It's going to be a little tough there.
Does he use any Valor for this?
Yeah. I don't believe so. 7 dice rolls.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh. Lots of blanks, though.
He gets a reroll here because of the Paladin challenge.
That's a good point, yeah. So he should be able to reroll all the blanks, and that should be automated. So we're looking at 4 critical as it is right now, which isn't bad. Basically, any of the normal damage you might as well reroll as well due to the brace.
He did not use the Valor for this, so he gets no...
Yep, no status effect. So it would be a daze if he had done it.
Mm-hmm. Would have been awesome.
Yeah. We're looking at 5 total damage getting through on the Grizzly. The Grizzly does not have a problem with its own daze back. And why is it running so slowly, I wonder? Because it's guarding, so it's attacking back. And it does a total of 3. Lots of blanks, but it did get some criticals to go with it.
And it can re-roll the blanks.
That's a good point. It's is that a once per turn thing, though? I can't remember.
Yes.
Yep.
Once.
So. And it looks like a total of 7 damage got put down on the Paladin after that one. And the Paladin does become guarding again. So the bear's still dazed. But I think at this point you lean into the attack, right? You've got 15 damage on the Paladin already. He's only got 1 more attack this turn. You attack with the wolf, you attack with the bear, you attack with the mage, and then you do it again next round. Like, this is where the beatdown comes in, right?
Yeah, here comes the mage.
Oh, that's fair, yeah. You can lead with the mage instead of the wolf. Because you have lots of damage or life. Ah, interesting. Okay. So 8 mana is going to get rid of, what, you think, the sword? The buckler?
Nope. You get rid of the radiant breastplate.
That's fair.
Because that way he doesn't have to worry about more excessive guarding.
Yeah. That's fair.
And he's already got rust on him.
Yeah,
right?
he just corroded it too, so.
So he'll have no armor. Actually, he'll take a point of damage, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
so he does get rid of the buckler.
Spike buckler.
All right. Well, I think that's still a good call. It gets rid of the zero or the null possibility there.
Enough. And here it comes.
Yep. Gonna attack with the wolf and then attack with the bear.
Yep.
That's 3.
Yeah, that's a really terrible roll.
It's a terrible roll, but he still heals 2. I mean, like,
right.
It doesn't have to be good. Enti's at the point where he doesn't have to roll well for it to go well for him.
Right. Man.
Yep, bear puts that massive hit from the bear.
7 dice.
7 dice
piercing 1.
Puts down 10 damage after making the daze roll. Yeah. 10 damage gets put on the Paladin there. That's 30 of 36. This is looking pretty bad.
Yeah, because the Beastmaster has initiative now.
Yep. That probably does it. I would expect what am I trying to say? Spray barbs, hurl rock, something like that in either case, right? So this was really, really well played by both gentlemen, but Enti just The Beastmaster was on it, had every counter he needed for every bit of it.
Well, and Fella really was got him jump started, and Jason went after it like he should have, but he took a lot of damage in the process.
Yeah, lots of damage in the process, and this wolf did a ton of like the ability to spread damage between the two of these was actually really well done by Enti as well, because it could keep it from either of them getting in too dangerous of a level of health. Paladin's gonna go get away. I expect a boulder to come through here.
Or a teleport and bring it back.
That's an option too. Yeah. Teleport and bring it back would be kind of funny though. There it is. Yep, he brought him back. Yoink.
Like a yo-yo.
Yep.
Yep.
It was worth a shot. You had to try, right? As the paladin, you have to try.
Right. If he could have gone into the elephant grass.
Right. I don't even know if it would work. I think it's only animals, right?
Oh yeah, you're right.
All other non-flying objects. No, I'm wrong. Sorry. Yep. That's not a good roll for the bear, but he does get to reroll the blanks, which it's still not a great roll, but that might be enough. Nope, it's one short. I think if I'm Jason at this point, I just stab the Beastmaster out of spite. Yeah, that was a heck of a Beastmaster played by the Beastmaster all across the board. He had counters for basically everything that popped up.
Pretty strong. And the Knights of the Red Helm against some big creatures generally would fare better.
Yeah, they usually do. The wall player, like yanking him away and getting the wall up, was really good.
Yep, and then the timely elephant grass.
Yeah,
just
very, very good.
Lots of great answers for the board state that it existed.
Yep. And it looks like Jason's going to get 9 damage down on the bear, which I think might kill it, actually. Hey, he did it!
Hey, victory. Right.
Right? At least you had fun doing it, right? Did something you love. I don't know. Making stuff up as we go along now.
Yeah, it's like Intangible once sacrificed his own mage to his own sacrificial altar.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. That was a long time ago now, wasn't it? Man.
Yep.
And the Beastmaster wants to get it instead of the wolf. What's he got? He's going to throw a punch, and he does enough damage. That'll do it.
That so
was a heck of a match.
Advances.
Enti will now go face Nabmaster for the championship, which is interesting considering both of those guys were in my group. Man. Group of death.
Yeah, and to be honest, there was a lot of great players. Everybody competed well. And
the league has been really fun.
Leagues. Yeah, the fantastic league. And exercising some of the new cards and new mages, perhaps. I haven't seen all of the games yet.
There's a ton of games. Yeah. We're trying to do as many as we can, but right now we're pretty much just limited to the playoffs as it is because there's so many of them. This is, just to remind everybody, this is game 3 of the semifinals for the other half of the bracket. Yeah.
Who do you have remaining out there for games?
At this point, we don't have any in the backlog. We have to wait for Enti and Nabmaster to play their games. It'll be a best of 3 series for the final, and at that point, the winner will be announced when they finish the games, I guess. Yeah, this series in particular was really fun to watch. I thought it was interesting in a lot of ways to watch Enti play effectively the same book. Even though only twice did he bring out that same druid, but this one felt very, very similar style-wise because it's a nature mage with a heavy focus on enchantments that can basically punish bad positioning. And we saw it happen in the last 2 games for sure, where he just caught Jason at the wrong spot and it was too much damage to recover.
Well, we've also seen from the league itself a lot of interesting builds and a lot of great competition.
That's true. We have seen quite a few of them. I can't come up with any off the top of my head, but we'll do some post-league commentary, I think, together once we finish out the finals. With that said, Zot, you got anything else for us?
No, just loving all the content in general, and Just a fantastic community, and we love everybody's participation.
Yep. Thanks for watching. When in doubt, kill it with fire, and we will talk to you guys next time.